Hello everyone, today we are doing a first look of the MV-22B Osprey for Microsoft Flight Simulator, published by Miltech Simulations in partnership with developer Mariotti. The MV-22B is a very unique aircraft with the ability to tilt its rotors to fly like both a prop plane and helicopter. At the time of this first look, I'm still unaware of the price for this aircraft, so keep in mind I'm speaking purely from an experience standpoint. My goal is to present to you what this aircraft really is, so you know if you should invest your time and money into it. To learn the Osprey, a detailed manual and quick start guide are included in the aircraft folder. The developer recommends reading the manual first to fully understand what is needed to operate it, and after using it for a couple of days, I recommend this too. The first noteworthy thing in the manual, which clears up the age-old question of is it study level, Miltech Simulation states this is not a high-fidelity model of the aircraft, and it is not to be used for study. If you are expecting anything more than that, you're just setting yourself up for disappointment. However, there is still a lot to this aircraft, and if you think you can just hit Control-E from your parking spot and fly, you will also be disappointed. The second important takeaway from the manual is in order to tilt the rotors you will need to map up and down to the cowl flap 4 increase and decrease. I've mapped this to my joystick and it's made it very easy to move the rotors. The aircraft comes with 8 handcrafted liveries for you to choose from, and there will also be a carrier group by Miltech Simulation coming out for you to practice with. But for this video, I will be using a free carrier set on FlightSim.2 with both motion and static carriers. The exterior modeling isn't the prettiest I've seen. On one hand, you have the paneling with nice details of dirt and wear, but low quality textures for tires and other areas. The modeling kind of reminds me of the texturing you'd find on static scenery objects, but from a normal viewing distance it actually looks pretty good. Just don't expect to stand right against it and have amazing detail. The inside of the cockpit isn't the sharpest resolution either, but it's passable. It still looks good, but not photoreal good. Most of the buttons function, but not to the level of pullable fuses and such. You can also control a nice range of lighting around the cockpit for when the sun goes down. The hydraulic door in the back of the aircraft is also modeled, along with the inside. One of the coolest things to watch is the complexity of the blades folding and being stowed. These are operated from the MFD display and need the checklist to be followed leading up to this point. The Osprey certainly has a learning curve, and if starting from a parking spot, you will need to follow the manual to get the aircraft going. Spawning on a runway or in the air provides you with the aircraft in a ready-to-fly state. Entering flight plans from the CDU is not possible at this time. This will be added on a future update. Flight plans can only be created through the world map. I still need a lot of practice. This isn't your run-of-the-mill aircraft, but I gave this aircraft my best shot in order to have something nice to present to you. Here are some of my takeoffs and landings while trying to learn the Osprey. Again, not knowing what they will charge, I would put this experience somewhere around $30 to $40, considering this aircraft is somewhat of a niche market to begin with. It's a challenging aircraft, a fun aircraft, and as I said before, a unique aircraft. If you like helicopters or you have a general interest, this is currently the best Osprey model offered at the consumer level heading into 2023. Well everyone, that's going to do it for this video. If you made it this far, thanks so much for watching. I really hope this was helpful.